Webheads, hopefully you had a great 4th of July, but you know what? All great things must come to an end. The party is over, and now it's time to get serious because it's time to vote for your favorite comic book cover of the week. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you 2020's top 10 comic book covers. Fans, this is week 28, and this is the only video series on YouTube where you, the fans, get to vote each week on which is your favorite comic book cover of the week. And by the time we get to the end of the year, fans, yes, you will have that ultimate say on which comic book gets comic book cover of the year. So if you're a longtime watcher, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome and enjoy. So guys, at any time, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell, and if you want to become a member of the channel, please hit that join button right here on my home screen as it helps support the channel. So guys, let's find out who won week 27, shall we? It was a tight week in a otherwise, I don't want to really say lackluster week of comic books, but there wasn't that much to choose from. But the book that wound up winning by only a couple of votes wound up going to Red Sonja, issue 16. That was my favorite of the week. It was your guys' favorite of the week. And again, it won by just 2 votes. So congratulations, Red Sonja, issue 16. You move on to that next round. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's move on to this week's top 10 comic book covers, and there's some good ones in here. So kicking this one off with number 10, this one goes to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Willow, issue 1. Now, this cover is quite nice. This one is done by Mirka Andolfo, and this one just kind of is maybe not necessarily something I would always go for in top 10 comic book covers, but nonetheless, the thing that really captured me about this cover was actually the facial expression of Willow here. She's sitting at a booth, she's got one eye winked, and she's just giving the reader that look, and she's just got that bright blue eye. The font looks really cool where it says her name, and there's something magical coming out of this sundae or this milkshake or whatever it is that she's actually eating. So really nice looking cover here. I think it's awesome. If this one is your favorite, fans, make sure you vote. All right, next, coming in at number 9, and number 9 goes to Strange Academy issue 2. This is done by Herberto Ramos, and this is the main cover for this series. I love how we get our female character. She's in school. She's reading this magical book, and these crazy technical, like octopus things is coming out of it, and it's attacking her, and you get to see the magic, and then you get to see all the other students who are like, oh my god, I can't believe this is actually happening, which is kind of wild in the same sense, because all these other characters are weird and wacky. And so right away, as the reader, I feel like this makes you want to pick up that book. So if this one is your favorite, fans, make sure you vote. All right, guys, next, moving on to number 8. This one goes to Justice League Odyssey. This is issue 22. Now, I'm kind of old, and when I was a kid, there was this show called Buck Rogers, and this cover reminds me of that because Buck Rogers, I think, like fell into the future and he was spinning around in like this vortex or whatever it is, and this seems to be happening to Jessica Cruz. And again, this cover reminds me of that, and it says Justice League Odyssey, alone and afraid, Green Lantern must find a way back or her teammates die. So I thought that was really cool. I love her facial expression. I love how she's hanging upside down and she's just being twirled around in circles. Really cool, creative cover. If this one is your favorite, fans, you know what you got to do. You got to make sure you vote. All right, everybody. Moving on to number 7. Number 7 goes to Wonder Woman, issue 758. This is the Jeff DeCal variant cover. And this one is really cool. It's a different style of art here. And but I love Wonder Woman, how she's got her cape on, and she's got that eagle on her, but it's like pink, and you get to see these clouds, and I don't know if that's a castle with Themyscira in the background, whatever the case may be. It's just a really different type of art style when it comes to this cover. I really enjoyed it. It caught my eye. So if this one is your favorite, fans, make sure you vote. And remember, guys, only one vote per person. Have your votes in by next Monday at 8 a.m. And if you don't like any of these covers I share with you today, right, you can always write in your own vote, and that could start to trend, and it could overtake the others. It has happened before. All right, next, coming in at number 6, Webheads. This one goes to Something Is Killing the Children, issue 8. This is the 1 in 25 incentive cover. I love this cover. I forgot our main character's name because I haven't read the most recent issue. God, it's just forgetting my mind. So hopefully you guys can write that in there. But she's standing there, and we kind of see just this little bit of higher point of view with her, and she's holding her machete, and the blood is not red. It's actually like this hot pink. And so that's the monster's blood, right? And you always get to see just one side of her eye, which I think is cool because it kind of keeps the character a little bit mysterious, how we don't always see her whole face. So really cool looking cover. If this one is your favorite, fans, make sure you vote. All right, next, moving on to the top 5 now. And number 5 goes to Batman, The Adventure Continues. This is issue 2. This is the Sanctum Sanctorum Comics exclusive David Nakayama variant. I don't know if I said that right. I don't know how available this book actually is to our readers out there, but this is one of the variants for this particular series, and this one is cool. I'm always a sucker for these breakfast cereal variants. We've seen one with Carnage, we've seen one with Venom, and now we have one with Mr. J, and we have it with Robin, and we have it with Batman. So it looks really cool. And I just love the detail on it, and it just sits there, puts a smile on your face. Really awesome looking cover, and just like it has the Joker's like laughing gas coming out of it too. So it's real comical in a way. So if this one is your favorite, fans, make sure you vote. All right, next, moving on to number 4. Number 4 goes to Marvel's X. This is issue 4. That's funny how it just fell perfectly in there. Not even planned. I love this cover. The only reason why it couldn't get higher is because we just don't see all the characters in the full cover. They're kind of condensed within the X. But how Alex Ross can fit all these characters in an X is really cool. We get to see Hercules, we get to see Iron Man, we get to see Luke Cage and Thor, and the detail that goes into these covers are absolutely, or the characters are absolutely gorgeous. Alex Ross artwork is always phenomenal. We also get Vision and Scarlet Witch on there. They look phenomenal. So yes, once again, fans, if this one is your favorite, make sure you vote. All right, next, coming in at number 3, this one goes to Batman Detective Comics. This is issue 1023, and this one is just full of detail. We got this creepy Joker on there, huge grin. He's got his purple clothes on, and he's just like, knock, knock, who's under there? And, he's trying to find out who's under the cowl. I think it's awesome. Really, really good. It just looks like they've been through some intense battle, and I'm looking forward to this Joker war. I don't know about you guys, but however, if you like this cover, fans, you know what to do. You got to make sure you vote. All right, so here we go. Closing in on number 1, but this one is number 2, and this was a tough choice for me, and I'll tell you the reason why this one wasn't number 1, but my number 2 goes to Batman issue 94. This is the Francisco Mantina variant cover. This one is really nice as we get to have Joker on there with Punchline. And it is a beautiful cover where we get to see Punchline with Joker, crazy grin on his face. We get to see Punchline, you know, her clothes are all like ripped, like she's been in a battle, and we get to see, I don't know what that red is there or whatever the case may be, but it's really cool and it's really dark. And that's the only issue why I couldn't make this cover number one, because in a digital picture looking at it, it's just dark and it's hard to make out some of the details on the cover. Now, if you hold this cover physically, this could be a whole different story. And but however, just looking at this right now, not owning the book right now, this is why this book fell to number 2 on the list. However, this could be your guys' favorite. So again, if it is, make sure you vote. Every vote matters. All right, so what was number 1 if it wasn't Batman? Well, number 1, Webheads, goes to Deceased Dead Planet Issue 1, Comic Mint exclusive Ian McDonald variant, cover B. Now, this cover is detailed and you can see everything on it. That's why I made this one number 1, where we get to see the Batman who laughs, where he's become this zombie creature, I guess, or maybe he's disintegrating. I don't know. But nevertheless, we get to see half of him with the suit and the smile and everything else, and then the other side where he's just a skeleton zombie. I don't even know what happens, or he disintegrated. It's just badass. I mean, when you look at the detail, look at his teeth. You can just see inside his molars. You get to see the nails. You get to see the wrinkles on his skin and the tongue and just the eye hole where he's missing his eyeball. It's just really detailed. So that's why this one took that number 1 spot for me. So, fans, there you have it. There are my top 10 comic book covers of the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Now it's your turn to vote. Again, every vote matters. And until then, I'm going to leave you more content right here. And I appreciate you guys each and every day watching my videos. And until the next one, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. And be safe, everyone. Take care. Bye.